Hey friends, so today we are going to be talking about delivery fees, and I am going to share with you the formula that I use to calculate my delivery fee. The first factor that we want to discuss when we are calculating our delivery fees is gas. When it comes to gas, we have to know the distance. We have to know how far we are going to be traveling. When it comes to distance, you want to make sure you are calculating your distance based off of your round trip. How many miles will it take you to get to your destination and back from your destination? Okay, so that's the first. The next factor is miles per gallon. And we want to know our combined miles per gallon. And this is pretty easy to figure out. All you have to do is Google the year, make, and model of your vehicle, and you will be able to find out the miles per gallon, combined miles per gallon that your specific vehicle gets. And the reason that we want to make sure that we are calculating the combined is because you'll see there's two different miles per gallon that you'll receive if you are driving in the city or you are driving on the highway. But we're just gonna merge these together. We're not going to separate them. So you need to Google your combined miles per gallon for your vehicle. My vehicle is a 2016 Honda Civic. So I get about I'll probably get more than that, about like 35 miles per gallon on my vehicle. Next is the price of gas. So you need to know how much gas costs today in your area. Gas prices can change by the hour. So when you quote the price, you want to make sure that you're quoting for the current price of gas at this time, and you want to make sure that you are calculating it for a gas station in your area. This is very easy to figure out. You can just Google price of gas in your zip code. To determine what you should charge for gas, you can plug all of this information into a fuel cost calculator. You can just Google a fuel cost calculator on the internet, and you can plug in the distance, the miles per gallon, and the price of gas, and it will tell you how much you should charge for gas. Very simple. Gas is one of the most important factors, but it's not the only factor when you are calculating your delivery fees. So the second factor that you want to account for is wear and tear. This is important because every mile that you put on your car is 1 mile closer to a repair. So you have to determine a per mile cost. This per mile cost will go towards the maintenance that will be required to keep your vehicle out the shop, okay? Because we're not trying to be at the shop spending a whole bunch of money because we've been doing all these deliveries and we are not properly compensating ourselves for that. So this maintenance will cover oil changes, brakes, things like tires, anything that any repairs that your vehicle needs. Calculating this per mile cost will cover those expenses. That way you're not surprised or you're not caught off guard when you go to Jiffy Lube and they tell you, girl, you gotta pay us $700 and you don't have any of that money. So make sure that you are calculating a per mile cost. Per mile cost, they can range from 10 cents. They can range from 10 cents up to $1. It just depends on your vehicle, the type of maintenance required on your vehicle. If you have a luxury vehicle, you may want to charge a higher per mile cost because the maintenance on your vehicle costs more. The next factor is hourly rate. What are you going to pay yourself hourly to deliver and possibly set up anything at the venue? So you decide this. I don't usually advise people on what they should pay themselves hourly, but you would decide what you want to compensate yourself for hourly, and this will be your take-home profit. This will be the money that you are specifically compensated for your time and any labor associated with delivering the cake. This does not include your wear and tear or your gas. So that's why I'm breaking all of these apart, so that you can see that your delivery fee should include different categories. And you should be walking away with some type of take-home pay for delivering the cake, something for wear and tear and repairs on your vehicle, and something to cover your gas. Now I'm going to show you a formula so that you can see how I would calculate and apply this to calculate a delivery fee. All right, so now let's plug our numbers into a formula. So for gas, I know that my trip is going to be 58 miles round trip. That's the distance. My miles per gallon, my vehicle gets 35 miles per gallon. And the price of gas in my area is $4.50. So I plug all of this information into the fuel cost calculator, and I come up with $7.46. $7.46 will be the cost of gas based off of these specific details, okay? So next we're gonna move on to wear and tear. So in this specific example, I'm going to charge 30 cents per mile. That's going to be my per mile cost. And I'm going to multiply that by 58 miles, because that is the distance to round trip to the destination. So once I calculate this, I come up with $17.40. So this is how much I should put in my little bank for my wear and tear and my maintenance costs associated with my vehicle. The next thing we're going to do is calculate the time and labor. So I determined that it will take me 90 minutes to drive to and from my destination. That also includes my setup time, okay? So I'm going to pay myself $30 an hour in this example. So the $30 an hour multiplied by the 90 minutes is going to give me $45. So after the delivery, I should receive $45 for my time and my labor. Now that I've calculated everything, I'm going to add that all up, and that's going to give me $69.86. This is how much I should be charging for this specific delivery. I know this seems like a lot of steps, but trust me, if you create a formula and you just drop these numbers in there when you're quoting prices, it's really not that much. As long as you know your numbers, you know how much you want to charge per mile, you know how much your hourly rate is, and you Google how much your gas price would be and the distance would be, is really not that much work. But it is worth doing, because you also doing it this way is going to make sure that you don't sell yourself short, make sure that you're properly compensated, and also will make sure that you don't overcharge your client. So some people will say just charge $100 or $200 flat fee for delivery. Well, that's not really fair. You know, if I'm only traveling 20 minutes away, 10 miles, $100 delivery or $200 delivery seems kind of excessive to me. But that's how I run my business, and I'm just sharing this information with you all. So if you want more information on this, or I have put together a template with all of this information and a delivery fee calculator in a downloadable digital template for you. So if you're interested in that, you can go to my website and get it there.